Stop the music. It's time for news.
And I don't know if I mentioned it. Ken Dono, Billy Kyle will be on. Did I mention that? Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over to the newsroom. Jeff Sills. What's happening, Jeff?
Hello, everybody. So, yeah, news this week has just been all over the place. I mean, we have stuff from everywhere.
All right.
So, to start things off fresh, SpaceX on March 3rd at another major milestone. They did their third launch of Starship SN10. And this one was truly a spectacular event.
One, ignition. We got liftoff.
So what was the point of this?
So this is, I guess, a heavy lift rocket that they're going to use to be able to go to another planet. In other words, this is something that is to be able to go outside of Earth's atmosphere and to do long distance to, say, the moon or Mars, etc. And again, they were showing the ability for the craft to be able to come back and land. And the SpaceX fashion thing, you know.
Right. I mean,
one
we
of the few companies
Danielle
that
on this
their
Danielle on
rockets.
this channel, we like things that go way high and way fast. So this is just part of that. It's really cool. Plus, it's fun to say SpaceX.
Is that one
what's
headed to
interesting-
Mars?
No, this is a test. It was going to about 10,000 feet or 6.2 miles in the sky. But this is what's cool, because when it comes back down to the ground, it basically drifts down, flips, and then lands.
It doesn't even look real, does it, when it does that?
No.
That is truly amazing.
Yeah. Now, the spectacular part, if you guys catch this online, is about 6 minutes later, it exploded.
Oh, it did?
That's the third. This is the first one landed and then exploded. The second one landed and exploded. This one landed and stayed there for a good long time, then exploded. So I'm pretty sure that once SpaceX gets past the whole exploding thing, then we'll be able to go farther.
Right. I mean, the landing vertically, that would seem to be the largest hurdle. The explodey thing is just. Hey,
they've got
we
the
got to
landing
stop
down
that
pat.
explodey thing. Anybody? Any ideas? Anyone?
Next, we have a drone shared by a local photographer who shows multiple people walking out onto the ice that formed on Lake Michigan at Silver Beach. Now, people walk on the ice all the time, but this particular day, the ice conditions were very unsafe. The weather had been actually warmer than normal, and the ice underneath this people is actually hollow, where the concern was that they could fall through that. So he had gotten some video footage of these people basically risking their lives walking out on this ice.
I lived on a similar island in Duluth, Minnesota, next to Lake Superior, and it never froze like that. But yeah, we got a lot of lake effect snow. That just sucks, lake effect snow.
The only time that I remember anything about heavy ice was when I was a very young child. My parents lived in Maryland, and we were driving across the Potomac on the bridge, and I looked out the window and I saw cars driving across the frozen river. And I asked my father about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, they're just stupid, but they're driving across the ice."
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna give me a story about ice in your drink. That's where I thought you were going.
No, I'm not there yet.
Where's the
not there. Just
booze?
give me
I know you
time.
have some liquor within reach. Where is it? Show me the bottle. Show
Drop
me the
camera
bottle.
A little low. Oh.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
All
We're
right.
petting it.
Well,
It's never far away. Anyway. Okay. Next in the news, we have video footage that shows 8 killer whales having playtime in the sea.
aw, that's
Yeah,
precious.
off the coast, caught off the coast of Shetland, Gary Bouchon captured this video of 8 orca whales essentially just playing. They were doing barrel rolls and tail slapping, and the water, of course, was nice and crystal clear so that it was easy to see them.
Then those black things at the bottom, are those the carcasses of the seals that they eat all the time?
You know what? I have no idea.
I would want to play after a big seal meal. Heck yeah, man. That's why they call them killer whales. I'd rather watch dolphins play, to be honest.
Yeah, dolphins are cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, then, how about the Port of Antwerp is deploying an autonomous drone to maintain safety in the Port of Harbor.
Oh, here we go. I love these things where they deploy a drone somewhere, comes shooting out of a box. Oh, and it does all kinds of stuff to make it feel safe.
Yeah, the company's name is Drone Matrix. They're using these drones at a Belgian port, and the drone is designed to operate in regards to emergencies where they need critical intelligence and information. It does deploy from one of those strategic boxes that you mentioned before, and because of that, that system, it charges it in the box. It'll be able to, continually deploy as they need it. But it's part of the security that they're going to have at this particular port, and it's I guess, proof of concept test.
Yeah, this will become commonplace. It's neat and futuristic now, but just get used to this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see an awful lot more use of drones in this fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the ice then. We also have this amazing footage. This is stunning footage that was taken of a man skating on a perfectly frozen lake.
The ice doesn't look thick enough.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
Is this legit?
Yeah, that's for
This
real.
is legitimate, yeah. And there was no wind, so the ice was literally mirror quality. That is 1 in a million footage right there. That's the kind of stuff as photographers we look at and we're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for him to fall in now. Is that where it gets funny?
Yes, certainly. Somebody will make a meme of him falling in somewhere.
Like, oh, that's
Yes.
so beautiful, and then
Yeah. Imagine falling into water with skates on. You could not swim. That would suck.
that would suck.
Yeah.
Well, so good Lord.
What is it?
Next in the news, the Senate has passed or is in the process of expanding a bill that would change the way law enforcement uses drones.
Well, the new bill allows law enforcement agencies like the sheriff's office to collect evidence at a crime scene or even a traffic crash. Drones could also be used to help officers direct traffic.
Lee County's real-time crime center,
They'll launch a drone, they'll get live feed.
using drones to help catch the bad guys.
The eye in the sky shows you everything.
Lee County has 24 high-tech drones just like this.
These drones give us a snapshot and real-time picture to make certain that we don't go into a situation blind.
This exclusive video shows a Lee County drone helping safely locate a suicidal man just this morning.
But because of that drone, we were able to safely bring them back.
A new bill introduced by Michael Giambardo will expand drone use.
They can use a drone to collect evidence and sometimes be able to redirect traffic and to kind of speed things up.
The bill also allows drones to monitor gatherings of 50 people or more. And some fear the bill could allow officers to invade privacy.
They still have to obtain a warrant to search people's property. They can't go on private property with it. They can't go looking in people's backyards, right? So those things are still protected.
While the bill does open new doors for drones, it would not allow police officers to use them to hand out traffic tickets or any speeding violations.
Well, that's cool. I'm fine with that. More drones in the hands of people keeping us safe.
Yeah, and we here have reported on this channel thousands of things that drones have done with police departments all over the United States.
Oh no, we have breaking news. Breaking news from Joe Blaylock. $12.34. He says, got to interrupt the news, lol. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you for the super chat. Joe Blaylock, now back to you in the newsroom. Feel free to interrupt the news.
Thank you very much.
Feel free to interrupt the news with money anytime.
No, don't encourage that.
Well,
Okay.
a portion of the money collected tonight will go towards getting Jeff a new bottle. So, are you okay with it now? All right.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
Laguna Beach, California. This week, whale watchers got an amazing view of a humpback whale who stopped to mug for the camera. Instead of just, normally, doing their normal whales swimming around, this one actually stopped, came up to the boat, and posed.
That's nice of him to interrupt his whaley day, and just kind of, obviously just out there doing whale stuff. He knew that they had cameras. He knew that there was a drone, and so he.
Oh yeah.
They named him Ken.
Because he's mugging for the camera.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at
most of the time you see them off at a distance, but this one coming right up to the ship and them getting a chance to have this sort of an encounter with it is just great footage.
That is cool. Did you ever see a whale in person, Jeff?
No, I have not.
Danielle, have you ever seen a whale in person?
I haven't. Have you?
I dated one before you. Zing!
For that.
Yes.
I've seen a few beached whales.
I'm kidding. I apologize.
Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah. I apologize to the 7 ladies watching. That was insensitive, and I take it back.
Who said it was a lady?
Oh, no.
Starting rumors. All right, Jeff, back to you. Back to you in the newsroom, and go.
All right, so the North Carolina Department of Transportation, or NCDOT, says that they're now using drones to inspect their bridges and roadways. Recently, they used it to inspect one of the largest bridges that they have. This bridge was 2020's Bridge of the Year and received multiple awards for engineering design. But they used it to inspect the OBX bridge, and they're probably going to be using drones on a regular basis to inspect this bridge because of the ability for them to do beyond visual line of sight, which is one of the waivers that was granted to NCDOT. We reported it here in the news on 2020. So look forward to seeing more video footage from them doing their bridge inspections, and hopefully get some positive reinforcement back from them as to how successful those inspections are.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Drones are here to stay.
Stuff.
Then they're doing good things.
All right, so next we have the latest demolition video. This is the former Iron Bridge power station.
Oh,
Cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been a lot cooler if they had used an FPV drone, let them dive that stack back there while they did that. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Those were done by the Guerrilla Drones and Demolition Services, and the power stations had 4 cooling towers that were a major landmark in the landscape of that area since forever. I don't think I have the specific date as to when it was built.
You know what would have been really cool is to put this drone on the building and just let it sit there while they blow it up. I don't hate it that much.
Foreshadowing.
No, well, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with this, to be honest.
I love the color.
It's great, isn't it? It's such a good-looking little thing. They really make good-looking drones.
It's got that Kawasaki green that you love so much.
Yes! Yes!
To me, it looks like a station. Looks like a crab.
It does.
It looks like a little parrot. It's got eyes.
It does. It looks like a little parrot. It's like got a little beak.
Mm-hmm.
Polly want to crash? I'm not bitter. It's all right. Yeah, what's $1,400?
Yeah.
Back to you in the newsroom.
All right. So during World War II, bombs were dropped all over the place, and recently we got this video footage of a 2,000-pound device being detonated in the middle of Exeter after 81 years of being underground.
Oh, yeah! Oh, that's satisfying. I like that. Danielle, what'd you think of that? What did that to make the testosterone course through your veins?
Yeah.
Oh, here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, let me back it up. They show it again in infrared. Let's see that again. And you can see all the hot bits falling on the roofs everywhere.
Takes me back to the days where you stockpiled fireworks in our bedroom.
I keep forgetting she remembers everything. What? Did I stockpile fireworks in the bedroom?
Oh, yeah. There were boxes of fireworks. It was completely ridiculous.
I remember. I remember, quick sidetrack, and this will happen throughout the show. So, I was on a morning show, and some fireworks place, it was like Crazy Eddie's, Crazy Eddie's or something like that. Some fan of the show, he was a client.
Crazy Bill.
Crazy Bill, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Crazy Bill's Fireworks. And he said, hey, if you guys want to come down, you can just load up, get many fireworks, as much as you want. And I said, as much as I want? He said, yeah, it doesn't matter. And I said, what if I rent a U-Haul? He goes, yeah, come on down. So I did. I rented a U-Haul, and I got all the most expensive mortar shells. I had those fireworks, Danielle, for years. I know.
They took up real estate in our tiny little home.
Yeah, whenever we moved, that was a consideration. Like, do we have room for the fireworks? And you'd think you'd get bored after a while, right? Like, nobody ever has enough fireworks.
Oh my gosh, I have fireworks. Oh my gosh. What do you do after work? Okay, go outside. We're gonna blow shit up.
We did blow shit up, didn't we? We blew a lot of shit up. Oh my God. All right. That was, you'd think you'd get bored of fireworks. You're thinking you couldn't possibly have too many fireworks. We did. I think.
There was no we. There was just.
Oh, that's right. I'm trying to include you in my delusion. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think the fireworks outlasted our marriage, to be honest. Back to you in the newsroom. Back to you in the newsroom. Yeah, both of them blew up. All right, there you go. Back to the newsroom.
All right, next news, we have some very informative information from our friend Vince and the FAA.
Yes, this is important. Welcome to TNL, Vic.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when we play this.
Yes, this is Vic Moss. He's a member of the Drone Advisory Committee. And so a couple quick things. First and foremost is this lovely thing here that everybody's going crazy about. You cannot fly this. This is the DJI FPV. You can't fly this without goggles. I mean, you can, but you can't fly it with a tablet.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
So what are the rules with this? Are you going to always have to have somebody with you in order to fly this little thing, or what?
Yeah, because technically, if you've got your goggles on, you don't have line of sight of the drone. And so with the rules, I think they're not even new rules. It's been a rule for a while. If you've got goggles on, you should have a co-located, is the term. So sitting next to you, visual observer, so they can keep an eye on the drone. And technically, you're supposed to be able to have the ability to maintain line of sight. That means you should be able to take the goggles off and find your drone pretty quickly. So you should have a visual observer with you when you fly this thing.
Is that ever going to change? Because I think the FAA is lumping in camera drone rules and with FPV stuff. It's actually kind of dangerous to fly line of sight FPV.
Yeah, I've got some little wreck guys right over my shoulder here.
Yeah.
that prove that. But it's at this point, what do they say? The predictions are very hard to make, especially when they're about the future.
Yeah.
I would imagine at some point there will be situations. I'd say racing is a good example where the rules will be relaxed. Usually, the racing folks have a visual observer anyway. But as of now, no, those rules are in effect. Will they be relaxed in the future? I would think so, because the FPV aspect of things is getting more well known by those in DC who write the rules.
We're going to have a lot more violators. This is a very popular thing. And people that are in the GPS drone camera community, they've been waiting for this gateway drug into the FPV acro world. And, first thing they're going to do is, where's my tablet? And then they're going to be like, you do everything through the goggles. So that's going to be a learning curve. And, they sent, now I'm not one of the lucky people that they sent this out early to, but everybody that had early testing of this, they sent 2 of these to, DJI did, because they knew that they would crash one. And so there's going to be a lot more crashes, and it's going to be a big learning curve for everybody.
It really is. Well, our local DJI store here in Colorado is having an event today. So after a couple more phone calls this morning, I'm going to pop down there and talk to Carrie and crew and look at it. I'm not going to buy one.
You're not going to buy one?
I spent way too much money right now on my.
Come on, you want.
FPV
look
drones.
how pretty it is.
It is pretty.
Oh,
it is pretty.
And I'll even give you a set of eyeballs for nothing.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Put them on all my drones. Yeah, no, I'll probably end up with one simply because it'd just be another arrow in my quiver that I offer clients.
Yeah, cool. And I think that's why a lot of people will get them so that they can get that cinematic fast flying. Yeah.
I wouldn't buy one as a racing drone. I've got my little guys back here for that.
Awesome. Well, let me ask you one more thing before we let you go.
Sure thing.
And that is about online testing.
The bane of my existence yesterday after my shoot. The FAA and the drone pros and other folks really got the word out very, very well that come March 1st, you guys can go online and take the training, not testing. I'm still saying testing sometimes, so you're not the only one who does that. Yeah. For your recurrent. And the DOT actually the new administration, threw us a curveball on Wednesday when they said, hey, by the way, we're not going to do that. We're going to push it back to March 16th. When a new administration comes in, they review a lot of the latest rules that come under that came in under the previous administration. So it's nothing new. They do this every time there's a new party in the White House, and that little rule got caught up in that big net. So at 3/16 now, so March 16th, there is some training on the FAAsafety.gov website right now called ALC 515, which is called Part 107 Recurrent Training. That is only for manned aviators, for the Part 61 current pilots. They're the only ones that are allowed to take that. So if you're a Part 61 current pilot, go take it. If you're not, you got to wait till March 16th. Sorry about that.
Okay, so as of now, we still have to go to a CATS testing center to take the 107.
Yeah, PSI. PSI bought out CATS. Yeah,
that's
I know.
right.
I still do the same thing. Let's go to CATS. No.
Okay,
PSI. So yeah.
Will there ever
That's
be
the rule.
A time where we can take the test, not the training, online?
The initial? No. Well, no, because you can't do that because you have to establish you are you. So you've got to do the background check with the initial 107, just like every other a pilot type situation. So no, I would be amazed if they ever do that, unless we all end up with microchips, or maybe everybody has to have a little, fingerprint reader on your. It's a Jetsons type thing. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Don't be have flying cars. We'll do that.
Well, I'll put a link in the description where you can take the online training, not the test.
Training, right?
All right.
Right.
And we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you, Vic.
Hey, let me know if you got any questions.
Well, he's a nice guy. A couple of people in the chat are saying, turn the clock light on. I didn't have it on when I recorded that, but it's on now. And this clock was donated to me to simulate the RAS, and I thank that person very much. It has never worked as a clock, but it sure does light up. And so, now back to you in the newsroom, sir.
All right. So last in the news, we have the New York Police Department posted a video recently of its new Spot robot dog. These are the Boston Dynamic robots. This one's been renamed DigiDog, and it was currently in the process of being tested and deployed at a home invasion crime scene in New York. I'm really kind of excited to see these types of drones start popping up with our police departments all over the place.
You know what? You think it's a gimmick, but actually something with wheels on it, and they've done this in the past, something with wheels on it doesn't fare as well when you're in an urban environment, have to go upstairs and things like that, and over cobblestones or snow in this case. So something with legs, even though it looks weird, it's a more practical solution. Now, I don't know how many of you are creeped out by this, but
I'm a little creeped out.
We are living in the future. If I was a criminal and they say I held someone hostage, because they say I went to DJI headquarters and I was holding someone there hostage until they built me a Phantom 5, and then the police came and they sent this thing in, I think I would run out screaming in terror.
Well, Danielle, I'll challenge you. Go out to the Boston Dynamics YouTube channel and watch the videos that they put out about their robots and see what these things can do. After you see some of the things that they're working on, you won't be quite as creeped out, but you'll be really amazed at how functional.
You're talking about the ones that are dancing and stuff?
Well, yeah, that's just a presentation to show the ability of these robots. I mean, they have one that can jump upstairs. They have one that can do gymnastics. They have others that can run at the speed that a normal person can run. They even have one that's done up like a huge horse, and you can load heavy cargo on it, and it'll march.
Let
and
your
follow
nerd
troops
flag
to battle.
fly there, Jeff. Danielle heard gymnastics. Danielle was a gymnast.
Yeah.
And
I was envisioning that. Did they like also tase or stun?
oh
You know,
yeah, they can mount anything on there. They mount a gun. I mean, back when you were doing gymnastics, you'd keep a taser in your pocket, didn't you?
You know
Of course, of course.
You know it.
Jeff, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're almost welcome. Danielle, been a pleasure. Good
Bye,
seeing you again.
Jeff.
Okay.
Great to meet you.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.